And good Friday evening, everybody. Welcome to the BOK Center here in downtown Tulsa as we are bringing you the 57th Annual Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.tv. My name is Michael Swisher, and we have a dandy in front of us this evening. It's Class 4A's top-ranked teams as Kingfisher's set to battle Crossings Christian for third place in this tournament. Both dealt their first losses of the season last night. Crossings was beaten by Dale 70-55, and then Kingfisher defeated by Tulsa Memorial 54-39. So at 8:30 tonight, Memorial and Dale will play for the title. I think it's the first time since 1979 that a small school, aka a 2A school, has made it to the TOC final. So that's going to be a great one later tonight here on Squirtle.tv. But everybody, or a lot of people I should say, are looking forward to this one. A rematch of last year's Class 4A semifinals. Crossings Christian last year moved up to 4A. They won 3A the year before. Last year was their first year in 4A. They made it to the state semifinals and they pushed Kingfisher to the brink. But the Jackets pulled out a win in that one, 39-36, to advance to the finals, where the Jackets beat Victory Christian. It's Kingfisher's fourth title since 1979. Excuse me, got 1979 on the brain. How about 2017? As they won it in 17 and 19, 21 and 22. Crossings Christian being introduced right now, coached by Sean Shank.
6'4" senior, number 12, Cooper Mullinax. 6'6" sophomore, number 14.
A little bit different starting lineup tonight. Number 1, Cal Furnish is among them. Number 12, Cooper Mullinax. 14, Cam Parker. Number 23, Mac. I guess they call him the Commish Goodell. And 24, Evan Crotts. The usual starting lineup for the Jackets. Cash, don't call me 5'10", I'm really 6 foot tall, Slazicki. Number 4, Xavier Ridenauer. Number 10, Jax Sternberger. Maddox Mecklenburg, number 11. And 22, Caden Kitchens. All 5 seniors for Kingfisher. And I do believe I'm joined by Mark Rogers here, unless he's just
swish.
Just wanted to put the
What's
headset
happening,
on.
man?
Well, man, I thought you were going to dine on a little grub. I didn't expect to have you over here.
There was pizza, and they said it's not in here yet, and it's not ready. And then I was ready to walk out with something, and there was a sign that said no food leaves the room. So I can't wait to see this game.
Yeah, a lot of people looking forward to this. Again, number 1 versus number 2 in Class 4A. I know Crossings Christian before the year started was a team that Coach Jared Reese said very well could be a team, or is a team that's good enough to win the Class 4A state championship this year. They've done little to deter anybody from that thought. Wins over Millwood, although Millwood not really at full strength when they played, but wins over Bethany, and then, of course, Edmond North to start this tournament, the defending 6A champ, who was number 1.
No disrespect to Crossings, I think that was a little bit of a surprise.
Oh, I think, yeah, it did shock some people. Not the least of which was Edmond North. But I think that speaks to the quality of this team. We are underway, and after a bit of a flurry there, it is the Knights who control the tip. That is Cal Furnish, the sophomore. Burst onto the scene last year. As expected, they're going to go right down into the post. We're going to have a travel, good defense by Sternberger. They went right down to Cam Parker, try to take advantage of that size.
Parker's gotten a lot bigger since we last saw him in the state tournament.
Yeah.
He is going to be tough to defend inside.
It's definitely something they're going to try to exploit against Kingfisher. Not a big team, no true post for the Jackets. They get it to Kitchens, he's double teamed, back to Sternberger. Out to Slazicki, he's going to reset. Nope, finds Sternberger on baseline, he drives, no good. And that, the rebound goes down to Cooper Mullinax.
I've been put on notice by John Johnson not to screw this broadcast up, so I did my best.
Cal Furnish.
That was really a deep shot and great form. That looked good. He can really play.
Well, John is forced to listen to me quite a bit. It's kind of that familiarity thing. You're just familiar with it, and you think that's the way it is, but you only enhance the broadcast. X-Man Xavier Ridenauer with the answer on the other end. One thing that the Jackets weren't really able to do last night against Tulsa Memorial is Memorial did a great job cutting off those driving lanes. Really hampered Kingfisher's offense when you couple with the fact that the Jackets just couldn't really stay consistent from three-point range. Sternberger, again, just very active on the defensive end, poked that ball away from Parker. Nice take on the baseline, no good. Parker with the follow, no good. Goes up strong, but he's going to shoot two. Johnson's a Kingfisher, tremendous supporter of KingfisherSports.tv. So.
Oh, love dealing with John and his family throughout the years and got to be friends. And you're right, they are really great supporters of all athletics, Oklahoma State, Kingfisher. It makes Kingfisher a special place.
And really not just athletics. They do a lot that nobody really finds out about quietly, as Parker makes the first. John's probably blushing, so I'll be quiet now. And the second. Good touch there by the big guy.
That's going to be the key, Swish, is keeping him at bay. He really commands a presence inside.
Right now again, goes to the drive. Has it slapped away by Furnish. I'm going to call him Furnace all night, I know it.
Well, you just hope he doesn't heat up like a furnace.
Jackets just running their motion offense here, just trying to spring something open. Ridenauer looks for the three, can't get it. Sternberger, hustle play. Back out to Kitchens. His three-pointer is a bit long. Rebound by Mullinax, and here come the Knights. Well, he's hot.
That jump shot is just pure, perfect. Got everything lined up. He can really fill it up.
Puts his team up 8-2 here in the early goings. They get it to Kitchens down low. He'll score. Caden Kitchens is on the board for the Jackets. There's a heat check right there. Furnish misses that one.
It was, and it wasn't quite the look that he'd gotten the first two to get squared up. He was a little bit off balance, and so it's a good job to take him out of that, really good look mode.
Cash Lazicki short on his three. Rebound Furnish. Cash got in the right place, right time. Ball came right to his feet. Ridenauer's going to go in strong. A little short arm that one.
Pretty good defense at the rim to kind of deny that. Attendance kind of picked up here for this one, too.
Yeah. They know there's some good games on tap. 4A number 1 versus number 2 doesn't hurt.
How about 4A this year, man, with Douglas, Terry McMorris
it's
showing up there, as well as a couple other kids. And Weatherford, saw them play earlier this year in the Community Christian Tournament.
Newcastle's improved. OCS is in there now. Community Christian's in there now. I mean, it's whoever wins it this year will have earned it.
Yeah, it's loaded. Newcastle and Douglas, I believe, going to play in their Newcastle tournament. Of course, I know Kingfisher's got a really good tournament that same weekend.
Mecklenburg top of the key. Off to the right, rebound Knights. Not giving up any second chance opportunities on that end. 3:30 to go first quarter. Right now we're on Furnish. Pretty good job staying in front of him, but just so quick, so smooth, and he's got 8 points. His team's up 6.
I might need to get in that offseason program over at Crossings. I mean, Furnish looks like he's a lot bigger this year. Phoenix Woodson now on the floor, the big freshman.
Gonna have an offensive foul on Kingfisher. The illegal screen on Birdwell, who has checked in. I think they want to get him in there to beef up the rebounding for Kingfisher. I'll tell you what, if you want to see some guys get after it, it's really been really fun the last few years. And speaking of iron sharpening iron, early in the summer, we're going to have an offensive foul on this end. The freshman gets whistled for that one, Phoenix Woodson. But the last few years, it's been Dale, Kingfisher, and Crossings Christian. They get together for 2 or 3 days, and it's morning session is just grinding on drills, passing, dribbling, defensive. I mean, just straight up hardcore getting after it. And then they kind of split up teams, and they do a bunch of up and down and in the afternoon. They do that for 2 or 3 days. We're going to have a call on that end. But it's 3 teams that just really get after it. I mean,
and then,
here they
course,
are.
Yeah, well represented.
Yeah.
Dale got a chance to play for the championship tonight, and a lot of tradition, a lot of really good coaching that goes on there. Jared has perfected the art of talking to himself right near the officials.
Yes.
And so gets the message across without being too threatening.
And turnover. A little heat on that pass from Krotz to Kelly. Steinberger, clock back in. Kitchens going to get a breather. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think Kitchens is 100%. I saw him yesterday. Thought maybe he was trying to get a little medication, but I don't think he's feeling 100%. Had a great game Wednesday night. He just doesn't look 100%. I could be wrong there.
Not the time of the year for that to happen.
Better now than middle of the mark. So again, we're seeing Ridenauer get a lot more aggressive today on the offensive end. He's taken it to the hole 3 or 4 times. Unfortunately for Kingfisher, it's only manufactured 4 points so far.
What were your thoughts of David Castillo?
Yeah, Kingfisher did a really good job on him. They gave him the Trey Alexander treatment. Every time he touched the ball, they ran 2 at him and basically wanted to make him get rid of it. And but I mean, there are guys even when they're not on, you can tell they've got something a little different. And he definitely does. As Ridenauer shoots the 3 from the corner, a bit short, good hustle by Birdwell, but he can't control it, so the Knights get it. But he's got a little extra twitch and smooth-looking shot. He's not selfish. I think some people maybe would like to see him be a little bit more selfish. Furnish short on that one, rebound Birdwell. But I'm going to trust Bill Self. If he's here, I'm gonna say he's pretty good.
Kingfisher got to do a good job of keeping them off the glass. They've done that the last few possessions, and they're getting good looks, Swish. I think that they'll fall, just haven't fell yet.
Well, you know what happened the other night? They gave up a 15-0 run to start the second quarter to Bartlesville. Fell down 14. Reese called the timeout. He said he didn't panic. He said, hey, we're not making our shots. They're making theirs, and we're going to have a jump ball. So Friesen gets the shot to go, but it will not count as he's tied up on his way up. But it wasn't a panic thing, like you said. That night the shots weren't falling at the time. They did start to fall. Now last night, it never really started happening on a consistent basis. I also think Memorial had a little bit to do with that.
Yeah, they've got a heck of a program. See their size tonight, how that affects Dale in the championship game.
45 seconds to go in the first. We've seen Cross mix up their defenses.
That's what puts a lot of pressure on the defenses for Kingfisher to possess the ball as well as they do. They don't turn it over. Eventually the defense gets a little bit tired, maybe a little bit complacent, and it results in a good shot.
And Kingfisher has about 73 sets in the playbook. Birdwell gets fouled at the buzzer, so he's going to shoot a pair. Didn't give up on that. Birdwell, another senior for the Jackets.
Well, that really was a big rebound and put back there because, again, outside shot doesn't fall. But you're able to come back and have an opportunity at the free throw line for 2.
I thought no time on the clock. I didn't. Yeah, I can say they're not gonna have the players in the lane. So they get set for Birdwell to shoot a pair here. Going to try to pull his team within 4. First one is up, off the back iron. He's going to get another one. He's going to get 2 more because
what happened?
Crossing. They told the Crossings bench to sit down there. I don't know if some of them were making noise or not, but Birdwell can't capitalize on the bonus free throw. We'll see if he makes his second here. Makes that one. So gets one to drop. It's 10-5 Crossings after 1. We're going to take a timeout. Be back with the second quarter after this.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then Next Gen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. Next Gen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
Welcome back. Michael Swisher, Mark Rogers. Third place game, the boys Tournament of Champions. Crossings Christian leading Kingfisher 10-5. Cal Furnish, the hot hand of the first quarter. 8 of his team's points, all of their field goals.
You got to keep an eye on him everywhere, right? I mean, if he is free, it's there's a good chance that that shot is going in.
And he's just really good at creating his own shot, so he can get that space he needs so quick. Parker up high. We got the 2 bigs in there. Double team Parker down low. He leaves that short. Good job by Friesen with the help defense, and he gets the rebound.
No surprise. Great defense by Kingfisher to prevent an easy shot for the big man inside. Blocked out, got a rebound.
Mecklenburg gets it down low to Sternberger, who was blocked. Goodell with that one. Furnish guarded by Sternberger. Kitchens comes to help. Big man. Phoenix Woodson drains it, the freshman.
Phoenix, one of the top kids in the, you get a lot of offers already and attention in that class.
And they're going to say Mecklenburg traveled on his pivot. The old what about?
I was trying to listen in on that.
Furnish one-handed pass across the court. Well, Woodson from deep. Sternberger gets the defensive board, gets it to Cash. Back to Sternberger.
Yeah, it was a really good block out by Sternberger.
Jack's the youngest of 3 Sternbergers. Jace became an All-American tight end at Texas A&M. Took a circuitous route there, but Sternberger drives, blocked by Parker.
a clean block on the front end, but
Yeah.
there's some contact on the back end, and then hard to see that call.
Yeah. I think that's what Sternberger's trying to say is that, guys, I was being pulled down, but there's no call, so Phoenix goes to the line. He's got 2 this quarter. He's going to shoot a pair here. 5:52 to go. Kingfisher, only 2 field goals in this game. I think you're doing what I'm doing, trying to listen in a little bit there to the conversation between Reese and the official.
I'm pretty impressed with crossings. I'll tell you this. I think they've improved a little bit from a year ago.
Yeah.
And Sean plays a lot of guys. I really think that Woodson could be a difference maker for them as the season goes along, and he gets a little bit more playing time and more comfortable to be out there.
Yeah, you matched. Last year they didn't really have a ton of size. I mean, they're going to get as there's a typical Kingfisher set there. I've seen that work several times where the 3 goes, plus they get that foul.
It's a good screen.
Yeah.
Set that up.
Officials discussing it here. Let's see what their call is going to be. It will be on Woodson.
I'm surprised they don't have a seat with your name on it up here as much as Kingfisher's been playing in the tournament.
Well, it's been since 2018. Now, 2020 got canceled, so
Right.
Kingfisher was a late entry in that Edmond Open. And Kitchens goes up and scores his second bucket.
That's a big bucket.
Yeah, it'd been a while since the Jackets got on the board. And you see Birdwell right there. How good he is defensively.
You can feel the ball has life and energy. You can feel with that bucket going in, the defense intensity picked up a little bit for the Jackets on that last possession, and we're able to draw a charge. That was a big play.
Birdwell and Kitchens are, as Mecklenburg, second time in 3 days, that he's going to get the mop out himself and take care of things. But
Nice.
Birdwell, along with Kitchens, the 2 best post defenders for the Jackets. But there you saw Birdwell out making things tough for Furnish. Furnish couldn't get around him. Molinax clocking in for Parker. 5:15 left in this first half. I stole somebody's charger here. I don't know whose it was. Birdwell goes strong for the top of the key, the senior.
That'll take a little bit of pressure off in the outside shots. Get to the basket, get a layup. Now 2 in a row have gone in. Expect a few more to do that after this.
Molinax answers with the 3.
3-point basket for Cooper Molinax.
He was able to get his feet set, get some confidence there.
There you hear Coach Reese yelling out his play. Get it out to Ridenauer. His 3 in and out. Birdwell again right there. He's whistled, or the whistle calls the foul. Who's that going to be on? Furnish was down there. Are they going to get him? Yes.
That was a great job by Birdwell to get into rebounding position. Crossings wasn't using their fundamentals to block out. A couple of guys were right there, but they were looking at the ball, not the man.
This is his first. That's his mom, Bridget Birdwell, right in front of us, keeping the books for Kingfisher, as she's done for a number of years. Makes a second.
Checking across nutrition, 21 Dave Rouse.
you thought maybe I kept fouls. I can't do all that. I'm doing good to keep score.
You're right. You're doing enough.
Those play-by-play radio guys who keep every stat imaginable. And
yeah, that's a little out of my league.
again, Birdwell with a really good defense. As Mecklenburg grabs the missed three.
I think that's still a big key in this game with the size of the Knights is that you block out, do not give second chance opportunities. You're going to be in this till the end.
Get the ball down low. Mecklenburg for three, big three there. Mannix Mecklenburg. If nothing else, he needed that for his own confidence. He's not been shooting it well. Big three for the senior there. He pulls the Jackets within 4.
And here we go. Defensive intensity picks up after the made basket.
The ball movement by the Knights. The commish is blocked by Kitchens. Oh, he's going to, yep, he got teed up there. Goodell did not like the no call. Let the official know about it. Got whistled for the technical.
We have a technical foul on the assessment of this first team number 6.
Maybe even a little more momentum for the Jackets. Cold shooting start could be almost erased here after the free throws.
So right now we're going to shoot the technicals.
Now, Switch, did you have a good pregame meal at any of these last 3 days? Very concerned about that?
No,
Make sure you're eating well?
I wanted to find a local eclectic spot that nobody really knew about, and went to this place called Wild Wings of Buffalo or something like that.
Right.
I have my daughter and her friend with us, and so probably some of my usual places. They would like, my daughter likes chicken, and that's about it.
Okay.
Her friend would eat more. She would hit up some cool burger joints with me.
It's better than she likes lobster, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. McDonald's doesn't serve that.
Now, what's your sauce of choice?
I'm plain Jane. There we go. Is Ridenauer, X-Man, ties it up. I like the buffalo dry rub and the buffalo sauce. I'm plain Jane.
Kind of more of the island variety. I like the Caribbean jerk.
I'll do that for a little variety, but 9 times out of 10, straight up buffalo. Suzuki on Furnish. Krotz drives, almost breaks the tie. How did that not go in? Kitchens to Ridenauer. Jackets with the ball, the momentum, trying to take the lead.
Woodson jumped a little early on that.
He was up there. You're hearing Coach Reese say attack. That's what Ridenauer does and gets the finish. 6 this quarter, 8 for the game.
Ridenauer's been huge in this run. He really has kind of taken over offensively for Kingfisher. Has a great will to get the score. There's another steal.
Oh, timeout before the pass. Called by the Knights as Coach Sean Shank wants to slow the momentum. Kingfisher leads at 19-17. We'll be back after this.
With a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving us supposed to do.
All right, welcome back. Kingfisher up 19-17. Big run here. 3-pointer by Maddox Mecklenburg. 6 points from Xavier Ridenauer. Great defense and some offense from Judd Birdwell. Caden Kitchens doing his thing. As usual, a total team effort by the Jackets. Want to say hello to my usual crew who's watching the game. Got Dave Cameron. Send me pictures of watching it on the big screen. Dave Cameron, Russell Stitt, my producer. I don't know about Eli Johnson if he's watching. I know Kitty Lunsford is watching. He's been chiming in. You ever heard a grown man go by the nickname of Kitty?
No, I haven't. I assume there's a good reason for that, though.
Yeah. Woodson, tough three, fading away. No good. Good hustle by the Knights trying to get it back away from the Jackets, but too much hustle, as I think it's Mullinax gets called for that one.
And now in the bonus, and you can really tell that Kingfisher's persistence in their defense has started to get on the nerves of Crossings a little bit. We've seen the frustration with the technical. We also saw that kind of foul there that was needless, and so it's that defense and the pressure that just wears you down that Kingfisher provides.
The Cowboy, Caden Kitchens, stepping up. Maybe the broadest shoulders in Class 4A. Can't get the front end to go. Birdwell knocked it out of bounds. Knight's ball. Kitchen's a good free throw shooter. Rare miss there.
Yeah, the missed free throws are a little bit discouraging for Kingfisher, leaving a lot of points there at the line, but still +2 in the game right now.
Yep, Reinauer pokes it away.
Great hands. Reinauer would be my MVP so far. I think he's really changed the game here in the second quarter.
He started out the game being very aggressive offensively, taking it to the hole. So you could tell that was a point of emphasis for the Jackets. Sternberger, no good on his shot. Friesen tries to take it away, cannot. So we'll see if the Knights want to hold for a final shot. We're going to see the trap. Furnish kicks it to the corner. Mullinax, no good. Rebound. Reinauer, 13 seconds. Did they wait too long to try to get something going there?
Looks like it.
They did. Good second quarter by the Jackets as they erase the deficit and take the lead. It's Kingfisher 19, Crossings Christian 17. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back with some halftime stats, and we'll take a longer break. We'll be right back.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys of Pop Tech School.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do you. Oklahoma Career Tech.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
All right, welcome back. Halftime here. It's All-Star Alley on press row.
Rod Thompson, Joe Atkins.
Yeah, some who's who right down here.
Adam Dieselhorst.
Yeah, the godfather of Squirtle.
I mean, Adam's got a nice game, but I would say that he's probably coming off the bench with that group.
Yeah, he's number 3 on that list over there, out of those 3. Many, many years ago, I did a show with Rod back in the this was back in the old kickoff days, Oklahoma kickoff. Way Roscoe set something up and came up and did a show with Rod and Coach Blankenship and J.B. Haney. We taped the show, so
that's
way
awesome.
back in the old days there. Good second quarter by Kingfisher, outscoring 14-7, outscoring the Knights. I think you look at my score sheet, Cal Furnace, those 8 early points, he really, you about how hot he was. He obviously cooled off. They did a really good job containing him on the perimeter, not letting him get to the basket. And then Xavier Ridenauer getting to the basket himself. But, I'd say Kingfisher's defense and keeping them off the boards has been huge.
Well, they straight up harassed him. And the first 2 threes that he got were good looks. And he drilled them. After that, they made it really difficult on him. And I thought they disrupted the Crossings offense. Maybe in the second quarter, they had 2 good looks in the entire quarter. Yeah. And that's what you come to expect out of the defense that Kingfisher plays.
Yeah, Kingfisher 14 rebounds to 12 for the Knights, only 2 offensive rebounds for Crossings. So another point that you made there. 4 Crossings Christian, 8 points from Furnish, 4 from Phoenix Woodson, and 3 from Cooper Mullinax, 2 for Cam Parker. So, the big guys, not a lot of damage in that first half. Ridenauer scores 8 for the Jackets, 4 each from Kitchens and Judd Birdwell, Maddox, Mecklenburg from 3. We got about 7 minutes to go before the start of the second half. We'll take an extended timeout here. We'll come back with the second half after this.
Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then NextGen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. NextGen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do you. Oklahoma Career Tech.
The thing with car buying.
We're back, getting set for the second half of the third place game. Tournament champions, Michael Swisher, Mark Rogers.
Feel pretty good about Kingfisher's chances to win this game. I'll tell you why. Field goal percentage was good. 2 offensive rebounds in the entire first half. That's excellent. If you can keep them off the offensive glass and not give them easy ones, I think that matters. 6 turnovers is a nice number also to force, and the fact that they did not allow crossings to get to the free throw line to shoot free throws was a big accomplishment. If they can continue that, I think they're going to make enough baskets to win in what should be a really low-scoring, defensive-oriented game.
Well, Reese came over and was saying something too. Adam Diesel said, hey, we're shooting like you did back at Fairview. What are we, 1 of 12 from 3? And I was like, man, you weren't near as bad as you thought. You're 1 of 8.
Yeah.
Not much better. 12.5% there. Not bad at all.
Well,
better
6 for 12, though, from 50%.
Yeah,
I mean, from the 2-point line. And then also,
the basket.
they've had 7 free throw opportunities, and they're leaving some of those points there. I think that we expect Kingfisher to make those in the second half if they get to the free throw line. No guarantees. This is a good game, man.
Yeah.
Number 1 versus number 2. It's you get your money's worth in this contest tonight.
Got Chris Cameron watching us from Angel Fire. Nice little holiday trip for Chris Cameron watching us there. Scott Watkins, Kingfisher's excellent PA announcer and First Baptist preacher. He's watching at home. He said he'd be here, but he had a wedding tonight, so good to hear from some of our viewers out there. Apparently, Kitty Lunsford didn't appreciate me just putting his nickname on blast out there. Maybe it's because it's not his nickname and he hates it when I say that. But
oh, yeah, I can see that.
He earned it. He earned it. All right, 16 minutes to go, maybe, in this one. Looks like the Knights back to a man-to-man. We did see him go to a zone at 1 or 2 different times there in the first half. Right now again. This time he kicks it out. Get it to Kitchens in the corner. He thought about it, thought better of it, then thought about it again. Missed it. Furnish with the board. Left-handed pass cross court. Goodell drains it.
Well, that's a big shot. That was not an easy one.
Yeah, Ridenauer closing in on him. Tried to draw the foul. Good job by Krotz as he was waiting on that spin move from Mecklenburg and reached in to tie it up. They had Parker posting up Slazicki, trying to get him. Woodson gets it down low. He can't get the fadeaway to drop. Mecklenburg with the board.
Woodson will take some shots now,
Yeah.
and he did not start the game, but he's in here with the starting lineup in the second half. I don't know that that was the best one that the Knights could have had in that possession. Great ball movement.
Yeah, Kitchens just short-armed it too much. I think Parker had a little bit to do with that. Goodell can't get another one to go. Rebound Ridenauer.
Ridenauer kind of came from out of the picture to get that rebound. That was a good pickup.
Is Joe going to call the finals with you, or who are the finals lineups?
What we need to put a headset on Joe here at some point in time. Todd Miller.
Okay.
And I are going to call the final.
obviously,
He's calling the Dale games this year.
Voice of the Pirates. Yeah, Furnish pulls up. That's his first point since the first quarter. So the Knights a 6-0 run here to start the third. Yeah, I knew Todd was calling that game. I should have known better. Speak such ignorance.
You ever asked Todd who his last varsity basketball game was against?
I did not.
I'll give you a good guess. I mean, I bet you can make a good guess.
So the Maroons eliminated him? Is that what you're saying?
No. He was a Maroon.
Oh, okay.
And we were eliminated.
Gotcha.
In the area tournament.
By Mecklenburg. Gets it to go.
Big shot.
Full timeout called by Jerry Reese. We can keep it here. I want to hear this story.
It was the Jackets. It was Kingfisher at Southwestern. We had the Maroons. We beat Frederick in an area consolation game. Lost to Kingfisher, and I believe this has been 1987.
Okay.
Kingfisher was beaten by McGinnis.
All right.
And McGinnis went to the state tournament that year. So it was a sad story for both the Maroons and the Jackets.
I didn't realize that such a wealth of talent came out of Blackwell. I mean, talk about the glory years. Yourself, Todd Miller, Jared Reese. Add to that list for me.
It went kind of in reverse order, I think, with Reese. You know, I'm saying he probably should have been on top of the list. And we don't hold it against you that you stole our coach. You know what I'm saying? So
you can you can blame Jason Sternberger.
If Jared can win at Blackwell, he can win anywhere.
Well, and, you know, he was building a really good team there. He left a really good team to come to Kingfisher, and I think it paid off. They've gotten a little bit better each of his years as the head coach, and he had a good returning core coming back. And Jason Sternberger called and said, hey.
Well, I tell you what, it's not like he had a search firm to help him or anything like that. So that was a heck of a hire. It has worked out very well. And I'll tell you what, and Jared would be the first to tell you this too, and you guys know, but both assistant coaches on this staff are excellent and a big part of it as well. Former
head coaches themselves. Zero egos on that bench. The amount of leeway not leeway, but the amount of trust that Reese puts in his assistants. Chris Combs, he's the defensive coordinator. Danny Green, he does all the substitutions. And in practices, he's working with the big man, working on the rebounding. It's truly a team effort, and Reese is the first to give them credit. Again, active hands by Krotz.
Krotz is a really good player too, man. These guards are they're not big, but they are tough.
Kitchens just kind of lost that. Nobody really poked it away from him. He just taking a dribble and lost control of it, but somehow the Jackets maintained possession of Parker. No, was that Woodson who got up and blocked that one?
Parker defended, but Woodson on the backside.
Bergwell thought he had a beat on that, and that freed up the pass to Parker down low, and can't get it to go.
You know, Parker has not been much of a factor in this game, and he's checking out right now. He's had some attempts in the lane, but not been able to convert and not been active on the offensive glass.
And, you know, really first possession, they went right to him, and you thought, okay, let's see what they're going to try to do. But you're right. Kingfisher's done a good job of not letting him take advantage of his size. Then you got that. The heater.
Sophomore? Only sophomore?
Yes.
Man, a lot of sophomores on this team. A lot of underclassmen.
Yeah, it's we're gonna get a double foul.
Yeah, I don't like a double foul, but they were both kind of trying to hook each other.
I think they both were asking for that foul. Mecklenburg, Goodell.
When Goodell had a technical earlier.
Yes.
He was a little talkative there with the one.
Yeah. He on the block down there, he talked about where Sternberger got denied earlier in the first half. He was letting Sternberger know about that one up the floor. So. Ridenauer had nowhere to go with that. He did get it to Friesen, who gets bumped. I'd be remiss if I didn't say that Ernie King, he watches every Kingfisher football and basketball game from his recliner. Lets me know he's watching it with Linda. Getting some.
Now, Swish, who's manning the paper right now that you're busy here?
Well, we printed early, our second edition of the week early, so got a little bit of downtime. We'll print another one on Tuesday. So I'll get back at it Sunday and Monday, Tuesday. Off the Knights and out of bounds. Kingfisher will have it underneath the basket.
Who do you have in the championship tonight?
That's tough. Friesen got him from behind.
It's just a little aggressive. Woodson had good position there.
If Memorial can shoot the way they did yesterday, they're going to be really tough for anybody to slow down. But 33 is the equalizer for Dale. Furnish feeling it.
Wow.
Looked good, was good. So he's got 9 this quarter. His team's back up 7.
Well, that's the third 3. That's more than they made the entire first half. And Furnish, he can shoot. That's just a big-time shot.
And we're going to say a 5-second call. The good defense by Krotz, and the Jackets are out of sorts.
This Crossings team also takes pride in playing defense. You can really tell.
Yeah, that one was 7/8 of the way down. Only part of the in on Wilson was showing, and it popped back out. Birdwell blocked from behind. Again, Woodson right there.
Good hustle.
Yeah. Sternberger denied that pass. Goes out of bounds.
I'd say that Phoenix Woodson maybe get a little overzealous on the offensive end, but for a player that's his age, his maturity on the defensive end of the floor is really impressive. He's had some blocks, and he's not been out of control when he's gone up to contend.
John Hardaway's taking down his Christmas lights. One thing I found
What?
out, if you don't put them up, you don't have to take them down. Sternberger tried to get his offhand on that. Couldn't quite reach it.
I would think a man of his stature would just have that hired out.
Well, man of the people is Hardaway.
Squirtle food blog, always a go-to for me. That's some fine journalism.
Hardaway knows his food, knows his grilling, knows his smoking. Again, Birdwell on the offensive end. Too strong on the putback. Jump ball.
I was going to say, I think that's the right call. I didn't think that was a foul, but that was really aggressive. Good tie-up to switch the arrow there by Ridenauer.
12 bodies between me and the ball. I couldn't even see what happened.
See what Crossings tries to do here with a minute left.
Up 7. It's been all nights. This quarter, mainly the man with the ball, Cal Furnish. Looking for 4 threes in the quarter. Can't get it. A little strong there. Sternberger with the rebound as Braden Buckingham tried to grab it down. Couldn't quite get it. Got the old school socks there. I've seen a few of the Knights wear those. Got to love that look. I'm telling you, in 1985 and 1986, I wanted those socks.
They had those at Walmart in Blackwell.
Good no-look pass from Sternberger to Kitchen, who scores in the paint.
It's a nice finish.
Finished in traffic. 5-point game, 15 seconds to go in the quarter.
Big possession here, forcing the turnover. That's huge.
Yep, Friesen comes up. We're going to see an offensive substitution here. I think they got a set ready for Ridenauer, maybe. Friesen again with some good minutes off the bench for the Jackets. Shot really well yesterday. He was really Kingfisher's best outside shooter yesterday. Knocked down 3 three-pointers. Quarterback with the pass and the timeout.
Was that a no-look pass to half court?
Yes, it was. Let's keep it here since we're going to take a break here in just a moment. 3.8 seconds left.
I got a message from a good friend of mine, Marty Jones. His son plays at OCS, said that they are getting a scout on this one.
I'm sure there's a few up in the stands watching on TV. A lot of 4A coaches that have their eyeballs on this one.
I think it'll be interesting too because a lot of the schools are pretty close together.
Yes.
So how the OSSAA will send people to different parts of the state. So,
yep.
You know, you might be able to see some new gymnasiums.
And a new man has that job this year. You know, it's the last several years, the last decade, it's been David Glover. Glover now the superintendent at Kingfisher Schools. So it's Brian Lester. Am I getting that right? Am I drawing a blank on his name? Yep, Tuttle's former girls head coach now has taken Glover's spot at the OSSAA. So that's going to be his job. Where is he going to send everybody?
They've done it more on a horizontal line than they have in the past. But I think still it's going to be what a set.
Well, a little flat on the shot by Ridenauer. Couldn't quite get it to go down. It was a pretty decent look. 29-24, good quarter by Crossings. We'll take a timeout, come back with the fourth after this.
Nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and on.
The High Plains Insurance.
All right, we're back. 8 more minutes to go. Crossings Christian outscores Kingfisher 12-5 in the third quarter to reclaim the lead. The Jackets led by 2 going into it. Now the Knights up 5.
A couple of those threes that Furnish hit, man, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. I mean, they were well guarded, just made a good play. Great set there, great pass.
Another one of the staples in Kingfisher's arsenal, that set right there. Back in the day, watching Jet Sternberger and Trey Green run it, and Matthew Stone and Bijan Cortez run it. Now, X and Kitchens. Furnish so quick. It's good defense by Birdwell. But
I was going to say, I think that you're happy to see him settle for a shot like that. That's a tough shot. It's kind of disheartening when it goes in.
Now goes off of Goodell.
Good cut.
And cannot get it to drop. But right now we'll just shoot a pair. It's 2 for 2 so far. Made the technical free throws, which kind of at the beginning of that Kingfisher spurt that put them up front.
When's the last time the Jackets had 2 losses?
2016, 2017, first year they won it, they were 28-3. And ever since then, every year since, they've lost 1 game each year. Lost to Tuttle at home, which is the last home loss. More than 80 games, I think. And then
that's an unbelievable streak.
Lost to Hennessy in the final regular season game. A really good Hennessy team. Well, Reese requesting a 5-second call.
I'll just be getting even from one that they had on the other end.
Yep. They forgot about Furnish. Forgot about Cal.
Boy, that ball found the right person.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you wear down a team on a possession, and that kind of works for Kingfisher a lot. And Furnish just works his way into a nice spot, and he's so good.
4 threes this half, 6 for the game. Right now, he's going to try to answer. And
big shot. Big shot. That couldn't have come at a better time.
Here comes a trap. Jackets getting lost on the rotations a little bit here. You don't see that very often. But man, Ridenauer.
Ooh, a little too much pressure in there.
5:28 to go, 4-point lead by Crossings. It's a 39-36 game last year in the semifinals. Maybe slightly ahead of that pace right now. Ridenauer sets his feet in and out off the Knights. Jonah Kelly in. Steinberger over to Mecklenburg. Can he hit 3 of them? Yes. This is huge for Mecklenburg. That's a confidence builder for him. Been looking to find his shot this season. He's got 3 trays. Woodson lost his footing. High pass, but it's pulled down. Man, if he makes that, wow.
What a roll.
I mean, what a catch. And he really didn't even set his feet before he got the shot off. Then he got the excellent roll. Timeout by Crossings Christian. They lead it by 4. We'll be back.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of ice cream.
All right. 4-point ball game. Teams trading 3-pointers. Kingfisher, Mecklenburg, and Ridenauer have 3s in this quarter. Furnish and Goodell trays for the Knights.
Yeah, that's the one area that I think has been really good for Crossings in the second half. They're shooting a pretty high percentage from behind the 3-point line, something they didn't do in the first half. But still, Kingfisher doing a good job on the offensive glass, keeping them off the offensive glass and forcing some turnovers.
Mecklenburg again. Those hands by Krotz. See what 52 is.
Well, there's going to be some kind of trap, I would think. Maybe some denial.
Mecklenburg takes it to the rack, can't get it high enough on the glass. Woodson with the board.
Might have rushed the shot just a little bit because I think he got in a pretty good position for a look at it.
Now we're going to try a great backdoor cut, but just enough white jersey down there to deny the shot, or the look. And then Goodell can't get his runner to go.
That was really, a really good defense at the rim by Sternberger. Went up, challenged the shot vertically, didn't foul.
I wonder if Rod and Joe are down there talking about how good the Dover junior high team was back in about 1988, 89.
It could be. Joe's a former MVP of this tournament, and I don't know if Rod was or not, but he might have been.
Well, his son sure was.
Yeah.
2018 is good set, but Kitchens kind of had to reset. Somehow gets it up amongst the trees.
I broadcast a game involving Rod in high school. I believe they played Tonkawa in the semifinals, Class 2A.
Rebound by Ridenauer off the Krotz miss.
Been about 92.
2-point game, 3 minutes to go. We got a foul down here.
It's pretty impressive if you look at the MVPs of this tournament throughout the years, man. I mean, really, you go back and in this run here, you got Ryan Miner, Shea Seals, Aaron Jack, G.G. Smith, Joe, Ryan Humphrey. It's a pretty good group there in a row.
Humphrey was up here the other night. Furnish. That's a tough shot right there. Going to his right, just pulls up. His momentum's carrying him one way. He's able to square up and just knock down that jumper.
It's automatic, man.
Pushes the lead back to 2 possessions. Kitchens for 3. Off to the left. Rebound by Parker. So the Knights with the ball, 2-possession lead, approaching 2 minutes to play. An uncharacteristic bad miss there by Kitchens. I don't know if it was defended better than I thought there. He had a pretty good look at it, I thought. Jackets picking up the pressure. Going to get a bit of a dose of the medicine that they've been handing out for the last 7 years.
And yet you're going to need, you're going to need to take some fouls here. And you don't mind that. So that's team foul number 5. So they've got 2 more before crossings to go to the free throw line. But I'll tell you, I don't know that I'd want to be spreading the floor against this defense. I really don't.
Yeah. It's scary. I mean, I'm never just a huge fan of it, but who am I to argue with the effectiveness? And I know Crossings has the guards to do it.
They can't handle the basketball. That is absolutely true.
Parker and Birdwell.
I would bet these guys do this in their sleep.
Yeah. Team foul number 4 there. 87 seconds left. The Jackets still got a couple more to give.
I think that's 5. I don't think, maybe not. That's 5.
Third on Mecklenburg.
Everybody is now in agreement that it is 5. Scores table, Kingfisher book, Jared, officials.
Couldn't quite catch that conversation. We're at 16 fouls. 30-second timeout called by Kingfisher.
He said he got one over on Coach. He said, Coach, you got one over on me. I'm not sure what he was talking about.
Yeah. We'll have to find out what that one was. Minute 18 left. Crossings with the 4-point lead and the ball. Again, this is number 1 versus number 2. Kingfisher, as you just asked earlier, trying to avoid losing multiple games for the first time since the 2016-2017 season. Of course, they won it that season. The next year, they didn't lose until the state finals against Heritage Hall in that classic. The next year, they lost to Rod Sun and Booker T. Washington in the semifinals of this tournament. Won the 3A title. That was the 2018-2019 season. Following season, lost the area finals to Bethany, and then COVID hit after they qualified for state. So,
ooh, got a hold. But in this case, you're going to get the opportunity to send to the free throw line who you want, and then probably a pretty good chance that ball came in bounds to Furnish, and that's not who you want.
Exactly. Woodson's free throws look good. His first only time up to the line in the second quarter. We'll see how these look. Well, talked him out of that one. Misses the front end, so Kingfisher with the ball.
That one did not look good.
A lot of rotation, just way short.
No need for a quick shot. You just need a good shot.
They get it high post to Sternberger, to Mecklenburg. He drives, gets the body, and scores. Maddox Mecklenburg now with 11 points for the Jackets. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here again. But, Mark, that's
it was a good shot and a quick shot. That's
yes.
a double bonus. And then I think an excellent timeout. You're going to substitute offense for defense here. You're going to get a chance to talk to your team. You're going to get a chance to say, here's what we want to do. Here's potentially maybe try to get another foul and get the right player at the free throw line again. This is all goes into why this Kingfisher team is so good.
And it tells you how good they've been since 2016-2017, 168-9 in their last 177 games. They've lost so few that I can name the losses and when they happened and where they happened, who they were against, and most of those games I can tell you some key things about them. But the losses have been so rare that you remember them.
2 timeouts, and then
now I think we're going to have a discussion at the scorers table. Maybe a little testiness at the scorers table as well. So they're going to hold off on getting this action started until they get things straightened out. One minute to go here.
You know what? You obviously like an inbound steal here. You don't have to worry about a foul. So I'm kind of curious to see. Crossing's got an interesting lineup here, what they decide to do.
Can't remember if it was last night or if it was against Bartlesville. Kingfisher putting all their guys on the baseline.
Get some Family Feud music coming on?
Absolutely. Okay, so here we go. 1 minute left. Get the timeout or the 5 second. They do get the timeout called. And that was close.
That was great defense.
Yeah, Jackets.
It really was. Whatever that play was designed to do, it didn't do it.
Was not working there. So full timeout again. We'll keep it right here. Talk things over, reset things. Kingfisher 17 fouls, so 1-1 still for the Knights. Still 2 fouls to give before bonus time for the Jackets. As Crossing's only 5 fouls. Possession arrow pointing towards Crossing's Christian. 2 timeouts left over there. 1 timeout for Kingfisher.
You know, we're not going to have the 39-36 score, but it's pretty similar right now to where it was.
Yes. And Scott Watkins pointing out that loss to Hennessy to end the regular season in 2016-2017. Marco Charqueño, one of the starters, was out for the Jackets. Their 2 regular season losses, they had injuries in both of those games. They were full strength when they lost to Elgin in the regional finals. But yeah, like I said, you can point out the losses and some of the circumstances behind them. There have been so few.
Look at the seedings here, too. You know, you got a couple of teams from Tulsa that are really good that are going to be, I think, top 8 seeds. But other than that, it's all Oklahoma City metro area teams. And I'd consider Weatherford a little bit the same.
Yeah, and they're really good. Boy, Mecklenburg
almost had it.
Steal.
Almost had it.
So Goodell will go to the line.
Goodell, he really plays with some fire, man. I like his attitude out there. Has a little bit of cockiness to him and not afraid to talk a little bit. I think gives his team a lot of has to give them some confidence. And
so with 57 seconds on the clock, he will step to the line for the front end. And misses short. Box out by Ridenauer. I'll tell you what, Ridenauer's got to be approaching double-digit rebounds. So Kingfisher a chance to tie.
Ooh.
Oh, a lot of oohs and ahs.
Yeah, there was. Universal from the crowd.
Kingfisher only one timeout left.
They had a timeout taken away from the scoreboard. I think that's what the book was.
I think you're right. Kitchens too strong, but he pokes it back out to Mecklenburg. The Jackets will reset. 28 seconds left. Coach Jared Reese calls what we think now is their final timeout. And I think you're right, Mark. That was the discrepancy. Is she thought Bridget Birdwell thought they had 2 timeouts left. They only had 1 in the official book, and more often than not, the official book's going to win it.
That was a big-time play on the rebound right there. A lot of times you're going to try to go up for the board and maybe get it yourself, and it maybe goes out of bounds. But was that Ridenauer that tipped it over there?
I think it might have been Kitchens. Well, now I
think you're right. I think it was. And Kitchens tipped the ball outside to a player that he saw that had no defenders around him. And then as a result, they're allowed to retain possession here.
So Kingfisher now out of timeouts, but the Jackets do have possession. And Mark, the Knights have had a couple of chances to extend their lead, but they've missed the front end of 2 1-and-1s. Goodell, the most recent. Really, this is, for Kingfisher, this is about all you can ask for, a chance to at least tie here down the stretch. Thing is, it's going to be a chess match because he's going to have about 4 plays ready to go here, and I know they're going to be well scouted by Coach Schenk and his staff and have everything there. So with 28 seconds left, here we go.
I think you're just looking for probably some action going to the basket. I'd be surprised if it was a 3. You know?
Yeah, probably not. Like you said, see if they can attack and get something. Ridenauer's been really aggressive attacking. Look at Friesen. He's a good corner three-point shooter. He's out there. Mecklenburg's hit 3 threes today. Kitchens is going to be guarded by the big man. They pulled him away from the basket. Mecklenburg pops out, didn't have it. He'll drive. Woodson tries to block it, but can't. Maddox with the game-tying bucket.
Oh, wow.
And then they get Ridenauer, who's guarding Furnish way too close, and coaches understandably furious with that.
I tell you, it's just tough to guard Furnish. He can handle the ball so well, and Ridenauer got off balance, and it was just one of those things. Unfortunate foul, but man, you got to give credit to Furnish for being able to draw that foul.
Yeah, he's gonna stop dead in his tracks and make you foul him. That's what all good guards are. Guards are good at that. Front end here, you got to think these are automatic. So we'll see what he does with 9 seconds to go. Furnish misses. Rebound. Mecklenburg. No timeouts left. 5 seconds. Mecklenburg, full head of steam, stripped away by Furnish. They get the timeout called. How much time will they put on the clock? Heads up play by Furnish, who misses the front end. As Mecklenburg had his eyes on the bucket. Wow, what a strip.
Will they put time back on the clock? I don't know. It's going to be almost impossible to tell. I would have thought not much more than maybe get to 1.5.
Yeah, they're going to ask for it. We'll see what he says over here.
They're asking for 2. I don't think it was 2.
No.
It was under 2.
Having a discussion out on the floor.
I think we're going to have a little extra basketball.
I've seen Jenna Plumley knock down a half-court shot to win an area title. Still 6/10 of a second showing.
Now, who was that against?
Okarche. Frontier and Okarche. Area championship at Langston. Jenna Plumley. Okarche, furious rally, ties it with about 4 seconds left underneath. And she just goes down, 1.6 Mark on the clock. So plenty of time there to get a decent look.
I think 1.6 is right.
She just calmly let it fly, and I asked her, she says, I work on these every day at practice.
Well, who doesn't work on a half-court shot every day
She
at
wasn't
practice?
surprised she made it, and honestly, I wasn't either. Yeah, there might be some free basketball, but what you really got to guard against here for Kingfisher is fouling down here. If they try to get something, because, I mean, if I'm crossing, I just kind of throw it up down here and see what happens. See if you can't draw the foul. Get that pass interference call. We'll get it to Woodson. Over in the corner. Furner, she does not get the shot off in time. So we will go to overtime. 39-39 is your score. Overtime coming up after this.
It's good luck.
Yeah. Good play.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Devin Nightingale.
All right, we're back. Free basketball at the BOK Center. 39-39. Mark, 3 front ends missed in that fourth quarter.
You know, and it worked out. When it works out that way, that's just brilliant. The fact that it's such an advantage to have those one-on-ones. There's so much more pressure on it than when you're shooting 2 shots. I've seen it a million times. And I thought, to be honest, it's just flawless execution down the stretch in this game.
All right, tip it again. This time they had the big man in there to tip, and he wins it for the Knights. Well, they're going to say Cash had his arm in Woodson's back. Cash Slazicki. So it's double bonus now.
Yeah, this is where what you had to do to get back into this game is going to kind of take its toll on you.
Makes that one. That pressure was off. You said it, Mark. One of 2, though. Mecklenburg will bring it up for the Jackets, their first possession of the extra period. Steinberger saw that lane open up, and he went right at Woodson. Draws the foul, so the senior will shoot 2. Jack's still looking for his first points.
Well, that was a really aggressive take, and I think a good move. Don't have to make that shot, but drawing the contact, big advantage just into the free throw line.
Misses the first, leaves it a little bit short. Cash over here asking his coaches while the officials within earshot, hey, what am I supposed to do down there when, what can I not do if they're calling that? That one looks good, and it is.
Tied up again.
Furnish, deep 3. Drains it.
Oh, Jared knew it too. He was As soon as he saw him coming off that screen, that had a good chance of going in.
Take by Mecklenburg, blocked by Parker. Then it's taken away from Ridenauer down low.
That was a really good play by Parker to come over and get that steal.
Two and a half to play. Knight's going to play keep away.
This has been fun. I'm telling you, Jared's put on a show over here. I usually broadcast from the other side of the building. So sitting behind the bench is the way to go.
There have been some who suggested we put a mic on him during the game. And I said, no way. And he never says anything bad, but
almost had him. That may, I would have been calling for the walk.
Yeah, timeout called. We'll keep it here in this timeout. Chris Wilfong, I was at the game. So he's listening to Michael Swisher, Mark Rogers, and Kingfisher Crossing Christian on the broadcast, and Mark was very correct in his remembering back to his Blackwell days in '87. These articles verify the loss to Kingfisher in OT, and the Jackets lost to Millwood.
Okay. I don't know that the Maroons would have beat Millwood, but that was a tough one, overtime loss for us. That is the farthest that the Maroons have advanced since. I'll put it that way.
59-54 in that contest right there.
Rod Bowie on that team.
Kingfisher beating Blackwell in overtime. So it's always good to have viewers smarter than you are. Wolfong's got all that information at his fingertips.
I loved seeing his tweets the past couple of weeks on leading scores, rebounders, and all that from the past. Yeah. Really good stuff.
All-staters. One of those all-staters now is the back from Dover, and I think 85, 86, 87 was now the executive director of OERB, Mindy Stitt. Old Dover connection there. 2 minutes to play. 3-point lead by the team with the ball. Woodson, that long stride, people thinking he's traveling, but tough task by Sternberger trying to stay in front. That's why they call that 8, just try to get it out of his hands. Again. Sternberger fouls Furnish, who will shoot a pair. Heard Reese say there. Yeah, not one, but they couldn't catch anybody else at the time. So,
not the one that you wanted to foul. Kingfisher came back that year in 3A, and they defeated Guyman. That would have been the team that Blackwell, we lost to them in the regional finals in Enid. Another one that kind of felt like could have gone the other way.
Furnish makes the first.
But you're not going to get an objective opinion here.
It's okay if you admit it. And knocks down number 2. 5-point lead now, minute 25 to go.
No time, don't need to panic. Go get some good shots. Did a great job of coming back from that deficit in regulation.
Yeah, I tell you. Ridenauer had to scramble to try to secure that pass. Now, the Knights really have an advantage. They have the 2-possession lead and able to just spread the floor. Sternberger's day is done.
You think both coaches like playing this game?
I mean, yes and no. I do. I mean,
I would think, yeah. I would think yes. I mean, I think you can get some game film. You got a lot of things to look at, and I think if you do meet up in the state tournament, I wouldn't think that these teams would be in the same area, but it's possible. As good as Class 4A is, and we talked about the proximity, but I think I'd like to have had a little bit of experience against, a team like this.
Krotz, first point of the game.
Now, are they going to ask you or Adam to come into practice and simulate Furnish?
I mean, they brought me in for Castillo,
right.
Different kind of player there. Maybe Adam for that. As Krotz misses the second.
As good as Castillo is, I don't think he's the threat to shoot the way that Furnish is.
Reinauer gets it to go. I don't know how he got the right angle on that shot there.
Oh, that's a foul. Wow. They missed one there. Furnish had the elbow extended, and that was not a flop.
Heard a Derrick Henry reference behind this. Stiff arm reference. So Krotz steps back up to the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, it takes a lot of guts to make that call, an offensive foul down there late in the game, but that was one that I think they did miss.
Anything that happens in that area, I'm missing, because inevitably there's a ton of bodies between me and them. One of the officials is usually right here, and then Reese is usually standing right in my way. Well, again, 1 of 2. 5-point contest. Still plenty of time left, 50 seconds. Reinauer's going to attack. Does. Scores. Timeout called. Let's take it with them. 44.4 seconds left. It's a 3-point game. Knights up by 3. We'll be right back.
Is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashin, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Now is the time to protect it.
All right, we're back. A little crowd action. I always say, your venues like this, don't ever pick your nose. You never know when the camera's on you.
Good advice.
You don't want to be, what is it, Blaine Gabbert? Is that him?
Chase Daniel, for
Chase
sure.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Right.
Chase Daniel. Yeah,
that is basically the same thing.
And good job by the Knights to break the press. Phoenix Woodson will shoot a pair with 38 seconds left. He can make it a 2-possession game with just one make. Going to have to come on this one.
Now you mentioned Blaine Gabbert in the context of allegedly eating a booger, right?
Yes.
We talked about this today in the Sports Animal. He saved people's lives on a jet ski this weekend. It's an amazing story.
I saw that. Well, Reinauer draws the foul on Woodson, who missed them both. Woodson very frustrated.
Uh-oh. And the coach having a little disagreement.
I think that's his. This is fourth.
I think, certainly they'll be practicing some free throws and crossings.
Yeah.
A really good shooting team. It's uncharacteristic, but this is a big stage against a dominant powerhouse in their own class. Tough to make.
So right now we're shoot 2. Nope, front end, excuse me. Makes it. But he will shoot 2. Can't tie it, but it's back to 1 possession. I guess it was before. That's right, Woodson missed them both. Kitchen's getting ready to clock back in for the Jackets, but he'll have to wait. Rebound, Mecklenburg. 3 by the X-Man. Jackets suddenly up a point. What a turn. Now it's Crossings Christian having to draw up a play to come from behind. Wow.
Kingfisher had not hit a bunch from behind the arc swish, but that was a timely make off of the missed free throw and rebound. And that is what pedigree and championship basketball does for a team. They've got the confidence to knock down the big ones.
And Mecklenburg with just the heads-up play. He didn't try to grab it. He just poked it out to his teammate. And right now, it didn't hesitate. The X-Man draineth. I think he's got 20 points tonight. 17 seconds left. Kingfisher on the brink of being down 2 possessions. Phoenix Woodson has 2 free throws, misses them both. Then he fouls Xavier Ridenauer. Ridenauer steps up to the line. He drains his first free throw, misses his second. And it's Maddox Mecklenburg who pokes it back out to him. And Ridenauer knocks down to 3. So the Jackets go from down 3 to start that position to up 1.
Chris Combs pointed out that they do have possession arrow pointing in their favor, so any kind of tie-up is going to benefit the Jackets.
So, wow. How many times were we close to counting out Kingfisher?
Oh, yeah, probably, what, once in the first half, maybe? Into regulation, middle of overtime?
So we've got 17 seconds left. Here we go. Knights with the ball. Furnish guarded by Mecklenburg. Drains or shoots the long 3, can't get it. Cam Parker, offensive rebound. Furnish going to try to get another look. Mecklenburg guarding. 3-pointer by Goodell. No good. Put back. Does it count?
It counts. It counts. It went before the light. Unbelievable finish swish.
Crossings Christian. The putback at the buzzer. Who was it? I couldn't even see from over here. 49-48, Crossings Christian gets the last second win. Wow. Terrible camera work on my part. You're right, that was definitely released before the buzzer.
It was a half second. What a great game. Like I said, I don't know. It's for Kingfisher not used to losing 2 games. The fact that you lost this one in the buzzer, if you see them down the road, you got a lot of things to say about how we could have done this better and we could have done that better, and I think that can give your team some confidence, especially with the pedigree that Kingfisher has to maybe turn it around. But what a game. Well-coached teams on both ends of the floor. Yeah, and I think this was certainly worthy of being called the Tournament of Champions.
Yeah, absolutely. Crossings Christian, just played till the absolute final buzzer, didn't give up, a couple of misses there, and played it to the end. And again, I couldn't tell who got the last second shot. A lot of bodies between me and them. We're kind of on this second row of press row, so we get blocked a lot. But Crossings Christian Knights, 3rd place in the Tournament of Champions as they knock off #1 Kingfisher, 49-48 in overtime. That's going to do it for this broadcast. We'll have girls championship game up next. Mark will be on the call for that one, so stay with us. This has been Tournament Champions Basketball here on Squirtle.tv.
Thanks, Wish. Enjoyed it, man.
Thank you.